Hey guys, it's Casera, and today I'm going to be talking about the best YA contemporary of 2019. Part of my 2019 reading recap. If you missed the last video in this series, I will link it up in the cards for you guys. Additionally, all links for the videos in this series will be down in the description as they are released. As you may have noticed, this video is genre specific, and that's because when I was going through all of my favorite books of the year, they ended up all being adult fantasy, which I didn't think was fair to all of the other genres that I read this year, so I decided to make genre specific videos. This video is going to be talking about the most surprising and the best YA contemporary books that I read in 2019. Timestamps will be in the description for all of that, so feel free to jump around. We're going to start out with the most surprising YA contemporary that I read in 2019. So the first book on this list is The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. This book was one of the first books that I read this year, and it completely blew me away. Like, I wasn't expecting to love this book as much as I did. So this book is about a character who is raped by her brother's best friend, and it's kind of how she deals with the trauma of that and all of the things that she does in her life and how she tries to get over what happened to her. This book gets really, really dark at times. It definitely has trigger warnings for rape and deep emotional issues. It just got so deep at times that I wasn't expecting this book to get as dark as it did, and I absolutely loved every second of it. And when I went into this one, I didn't expect anything out of this book. Like, I had zero expectations, so it completely blew me away, and I ended up giving it 5 stars. The other most surprising YA contemporary of this year for me was Sadie by Courtney Summers. I went into this book also not expecting very much out of it. It was a book that was pretty hyped on BookTube, and it was available at Book Outlet, so I decided to pick it up, and I listened to a lot of the audiobook for this one as well as the physical book. And the reason why I decided to listen to the audiobook is because part of this book is told through a radio show, so I just felt like audio felt like the right medium to listen to this book. It's about a girl named Sadie who has gone missing, and it follows her story from her journal as well as from this radio show that is following the investigation of looking for her as the missing person. And I just love the intricacies of the story as it goes on. I love the structure of this book. It was really well structured, and I love the way that it ended, because it didn't end the way that I was expecting it to, but it ended in a way that did really make me think, and I really enjoyed it. So I ended up giving this one 5 stars as well. So now we're gonna move on to the best YA contemporary that I read this year. First book on this list is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Oh my gosh, this book is so good, guys. So obviously this is a super hyped book. It's one of the most popular YA books probably of all time. I was very skeptical going into this book because generally with really popular YA books, I don't like them, even though John Green is an author that I do really love. I loved every second of this book. So you guys know what this book is about. This is about Hazel and Augustus, who meet in a kids' cancer support group, and of course they have this sort of relationship going on, but at the same time, it gets complex in ways that I wasn't expecting it to, and just like, the ending broke me. Like, it was so good. I loved every second of this book, and I ended up giving it 5 stars. And the next book on this list is Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. This book was another one that has been on my TBR for a long time, and I was kind of skeptical of it because of all the hype surrounding this book, but I ended up really loving this one as well. This book is about a character named Lucky Linderman who is severely bullied in school. He also has these dreams about his grandfather who went missing during the Vietnam War, and he dreams that he's in the jungle with his grandfather. So it has kind of like magical realism tendencies in this book as well. What I really loved about this book was Lucky's relationship with his parents, because it was a very complex relationship, because there are parts of this book where you really kind of want to shake his parents and be like, what are you doing? Why are you treating him this way? But at the same time, Lucky is one of those characters who's like realizing that his parents are real people, if you know what I mean. And they have flaws too, and they don't always know what is the right thing to do, especially when it comes to his bullies. And he has to find a way to kind of cope with all of this himself, and it was just such a moving book to me, and I absolutely loved every second of it also, and I ended up giving this one 5 stars as well. So that is all the books that I have on this list. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these books, because I would love to discuss with you guys. I'm planning on posting at least 4 videos a week in the month of December, so consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.